Flood tide below me. I see you, face to face. Clouds of the west, sun there, half an hour high. I see you also, face to face. Crowds of men and women, attired in the usual costumes. How curious you are to me. On the ferry boats, the hundreds and hundreds that cross, returning home. More curious to me than you suppose. And you that cross from shore to shore, years hence, are more to me and more to my meditations than you might suppose.
The impalpable sustenance of me from all things at all hours of the day. The simple, compact, well-joined scheme, myself disintegrated, every one disintegrated, yet part of the scheme. The similitudes of the past and those of the future. The glories strung like beads on the smallest sights and hearings. On the walk in the streets and the passage over the river. The current rushing so swiftly and swimming with me far away. The others that are to follow me, the ties between me and them. Certainty, others, the light, love, sight, hearing of others. Others will enter the gates of the ferry and cross from shore to shore. Others will watch the run flood tide. Others will see the shipping of Manhattan, north and west, and the heights of Brooklyn, the south and east. Others will see the island, large and small, 50 years hence. Others will see them as they cross. The sun, half an hour high, 100 years hence, or ever so many 100 years hence. Others will see them, will enjoy the sunset, the pouring in of the flood tide, and the falling back to the sea of the ebb tide.
It avails not. Time nor place. Distance avails not. I am with you, you men and women of a generation, or ever so many generations hence. Just as you feel when you look on the river and sky, so I felt. Just as any of you is one of a living crowd. I was of a crowd. Just as you are refreshed by the gladness of the river and the bright flow, I was refreshed. Just as you stand and lean on the rail, yet hurry with the swift current, I stood yet was hurried. Just as you look on the numberless masts of ships and the thick standpipes of steamboats, I looked. I too, many and many a time, crossed the river of old, watched the 12th month seagulls, saw them high in the air, floating with motionless wings, oscillating their bodies. Saw how the glistening yellow lit up parts of their bodies and left the rest in strong shadow. So saw the slow wheeling circles and the gradual edging toward the south. Saw the reflection of the summer sky in the water. Had my eyes dazzled by the shimmering tracks of beads. Looked at the fine central figure, spokes of light, round shape of my head into the sunlit water. Looked on the haze on the hills, southward and southwestward. Looked on the vapor as it flew in fleeces tinged with violet. Saw their approach. Saw abroad those that were near me. Saw the white sails of schooners and sloops. Saw the ships at anchor. The round masts swing motion of the bulls of the hulls. Slender serpentine pennants. The large and small steam rigs in motion. The pilots in their pilot houses. The white weight left by the passage. The quick, tremulous whirl of the wheels. The flags of all nations, the falling of them at sunset. The scallop edged waves in the twilight, the ladled cups, the frolic sunk crests and glistening. The struck after growling dinner and dinner. The gray walls of the granite storehouses by the decks. On the river, the shadowy group, the big stem tugged, closely flanked on, each side by the barges. The hay boat, the belittled lighter. On the neighboring shore, the fires from the foundry chimneys, burning high and glaringly into the night, casting a flicker of black contrasted with wild red and yellow. Lights over the tops of houses and down to the peaceful streets.
These and all else were to me the same as they are to you. I love those cities. I love well the stately and rapid river. The men and women I saw were all near me. Others the same, others who looked back on me, because I forward to them. The time will come, though I stop here today and tonight.
What is it then between us? What is the count of the scores or hundreds of years between us? Whatever it is, it avails not. Distance avails not. And place avails not. I too lived Brooklyn. The ample hills was mine. I too walked the streets of Manhattan Island and bathed in the waters around it. I too felt the curious, abrupt questionings stir within me. In the day, among crowds of people, sometimes they came upon me. In my walks home late at night, or as I lay in my bed, they came upon me. I too had been struck from the float, forever held in solution. I too had received identity by my body. That I knew was my body, and what I should be, I knew I should be of my body.
It is not upon you alone. The dark patches fall. Bright fruits patches down upon me also. The best I had done seemed to me blank and suspicious. My great thoughts, as I suppose them, were they not in reality heard? Nor is it you alone who know what is evil. I am he who knows what is evil. I too knit the old knot of posterity. Blabbed, blushed, resented, lied, stole, grudged. Had guilt, anger, lust, hot wishes I dared not speak. Was wayward, vain, greedy, shallow, sly, cowardly, malign. The wolf, the snake, the hog, not wanting in me. The cheating look, the frivolous word, the adulterous wish, not wanting. Refusal hates, postponements, meanness, laziness, none of these wanting. Was one with the rest, the days and halves of the rest. Was called by my nightest name by a clear, loud voice of young men as they saw me approaching and passing. Felt their arms on my neck as I stood with the neglect leaning of their flesh against me as I sat. Saw many I loved in the street or ferry boat, or publicly assembling, yet never told them a word. Lived the same life with the rest, the same old laughing, nodding, sleeping. Played the part that still looks back on the actor or actress. The same old role, the role that is when we make it. As great as we like, or as small as we like, both great and small. Closer yet, I approach you. What thought happed me down? I as much as you. I laid in my stores in advance. I considered long and seriously of you before you were born. Who was to know what should come home to me? Who knows but I am enjoying this? Who knows for all the distance but I'm as good as looking at you now? All without seeing you.
Consider you, who peruse me, whether I may not, in unknown ways, be looking upon you. Be firm, rail over the river, to support those who lean idly, yet haste with a hasting current. Fly on, seabirds, fly sideways, or wheel in large circles high in the air. Receive the summer sky, you water, and faithfully hold it till all downcast eyes have time to take it away from you. Diverge fine spokes of light from the shape of my head, or any one's head in the sunlit water. Come on, ships from the lower bile pass up or down, white-sailed schooners, sloops, Lighters. Flaunt away, flags of all nations. Be dully lowered at the sunset. Burn high your fires, foundry chimneys. Cast black shadows at nightfall. Cast red and yellow light over the tops of the houses. Appearances now or henceforth indicate what you are. You necessary film continue to envelope the soul. About my body for me, and your body for you, be hung over divinest aromas. Thrive, cities, bring your freight, bring your shows, ample and sufficient rivers. Expand, being than which none else is perhaps more spiritual. Keep your places. Objects than which none else is more lasting. You have waited. You always wait. You dumb, beautiful ministers, we receive you with the free sense at last, in our insentient henceforth word. Not you any more shall be able to foil us, or thin yourselves from us. We use you, and do not cast you aside. We plant you permanently within us. We fathom you, we love you. There is perfection in you also. You furnish your parts toward eternity, great or small. You furnish your parts toward the soul.
Go.
Flow on, river. Flow with the flood tide and ebb with the ebb tide. Frolic on, crested and scalped edge waves, gorgeous clouds of the sunset. Drench with your splendor me, or the men and women generations after me. Cross from shore to shore, countless crowds of passengers. Stand up, tall mass of Manhattan. Stand up, beautiful hills of Brooklyn. Throb, baffled and curious brain. Throw out questions and answers. Suspend here and everywhere, eternal float of solution. Gaze, loving and thirsty eyes, in the house or street or public assembly. Sound out, voices of young men. Loudly and musically call me by my nice name. Live, old life. Play the part that looks back on the actor or actress. Play the old role, the role that is great or small according as one makes it.